Hey everyone, hope you've all had a good Monday or will have a good Monday. I've been working off stream on supposed simple dark oak farm. Um, yeah, we won't do another redstone stream today though. Today we're going to go back to building a little bit and I will try and continue to figure that out afterwards. So let's grab the woods out of this box. Stick those in there. And we will go back to building the house we started prior to starting all the farms last week. Fingers crossed I can get that working. If not, I'll try a different design. I just didn't want to do too much redstone in a row. With a raid farm, a gunpowder farm, and a tree farm. I didn't think another tree farm again today. Maybe a little bit too much redstone in a row. So we're going to see what we can do with this building. See if we can figure out its roof. Let's dump most of this. And at least it does work, it just blows up stuff in the wrong place. So I don't need that. And the thing was, with this roof line, it was being awkward, if I remember correctly. Hi Ricardo, how are you doing? Oh, I'm ticking along, I can't complain. So we're going to go back to working at spawn and try and figure out this roof. Hopefully you're having a good Monday. Alright, so that's some stairs. That's nether brick, we don't want nether brick. I was looking for scaffolding in my shulker monster. There's a bit of scaffolding. Right. Nope, I want this block here. Can hear the villagers mumbling away in the inn. Okay, need a couple more. Right, so I know this thing was having I was having issues getting the roof lines to match up. Would help if I made Hey Fluffy, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Right, so let's see what we can figure out with these triangular houses. Yeah, that's not going to work there. Not unless I change that block to be something else. But if I change that block to be something else, it's going to look weird there. Okay. That's the problem with deciding to do an awkward shape build. Oh, I'm ticking along, I can't complain. The toughest day of the week's over, the Monday, which is always the first day of the work week for me. It's now over and done with, so it's all uphill from here. Right, so I wonder, I think I'm going to put the roof line in and then maybe put a detail block there. We'll try and hide the badness. That's what I'm thinking. Mid-Monday for you, literally 2:15. Well, I hope the rest of your day goes fantastic. And I hope you're having a good lunch. If you're on lunch break, that is. Right, so let's go that way and that way. That fixes that little bit. This roof's gonna look. Oh, good. I'm glad it was yummy. I think this roof is gonna look very, very weird. Take care of that one. So I want that. Yeah. Somehow I don't think this. I buy a pasta package. They are typically one serving. Saturn purchased a bag that says 2 times as big, and the serving suggestion is for 4. Yep. I don't get it either sometimes. They seem to make things very confusing. It depends who the maker is sometimes. Because sometimes I think what they decide is the pasta is going to be bulked out a lot. Therefore, it serves one person. It's the same brand? Yep. I don't get it. Okay, we're going to have to do something with this roof line. It's not going to work. Which is a shame. But roofs are a pain. Yeah, that doesn't make sense if it's the same brand. Not at all. But hey. I'm not in the marketing business. Oh no, it's not a Tuesday. It's a Monday evening. It is currently 7 p.m. in the UK. It's probably Tuesday at the moment in certain parts of Australia. But like I say, I finished my work day, so the toughest work day of the week is over. Right. So to fix this, I'm going to have to get this bit in first, I think, rather than the roof line. Going to have to work from that wall outwards. Yeah. But yeah, I don't understand their portion sizes either. Sometimes find a very small meal and it says it's for 2. I've been told it's because they assume you're going to add additional stuff to it. But I must admit, it doesn't make a lot of sense. You have afternoon classes soon. That's awesome. You don't mind my asking, what are you studying? Get rid of you. Probably end up putting it back in, but you may just complicate it. Okay. Well, whatever it is, I hope it goes really well for you. Because I know how tough it can be. You started out with mechanical engineering, then manufacturing engineering tech. But it's still along the engineering kind of line, just slightly different. So, then manufacturing, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, mine was computer science. Which was fun. A professional studies, minor in engineering, cluster in maths and physics. That's cool. They're all pretty good things to know, so it sounds like it's going okay. Ah, well, you do what's best for you. Not to mention it's expensive to study for a long period of time. I was going to get some slabs. Not to mention the stress of it all sometimes. I know when I got to the end of my degree, I was ready not to be studying. That's the thing, you will get a degree, and that's the main that's the main thing. After putting all that energy in, yeah. That's cool. So you graduate this year or next year? Right, so put that there. There. Let's take this back this way a bit. Yeah, especially if you start working in the field on the side of the studying and see that most of uni is for nothing. Hi, Oliola. It's been a hard road, but you should graduate in a couple of months. That's awesome. And university is never for nothing. It teaches you how to learn without having to have a teacher there to feed you the information. Was what I found. And that stood me in good stead because I am constantly learning in my job. Did it again, didn't I? So I don't regret it, and it's old knowledge. I'm an IT tech. I've managed an IT department before. I've done web design. I've done software design. I've now gone back to changed back to being an IT tech because I enjoy it. And considering the number of softwares that come out constantly, you need to keep learning. Right, so that's on the half level, so that does mean I need that to be there. I think this roof line's going to look very weird though. Exactly. And the degree's been fantastic for that. Yeah. This isn't going to work. Tempted to put a flat roof on it, but I don't think it'd look right. Roofs. What can you say? You just want to finish school and be a mum. There is nothing wrong with that. Hi, Greta. Thank you for the creeper explosion. There is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to finish and be a mum. Nothing at all. Yeah, roofs are very hard. In the end, it's got to be what makes you happy. In this case of my sister's, all she ever wanted to be was a full-time mum, and that's what she's been, and she's really, really happy with it, and that's the main thing. Everybody's different. Yeah, and it's kind of hard because it's a triangular roof too. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'm going about this the wrong way. I'm thinking maybe I should do the roof this way. Maybe I'm forcing a shape that isn't going to work well. Whereas if I use the two straight sides and try and bring it up to a point that way. Maybe it'll work better. Maybe it won't, but hey, I won't know until I try. It's good to see you, Greta. How are things going? Let's go grab some sleep. Oh, good. I'm glad things are going good for you. Right. gonna come in one for the next one. And we will see how it goes. Can't be any worse than the last lot. Don't know the exact build style you are going for, but you could do a square roof with a pillar on the unsupported side. Some sort of bench or garden under there. Whoops, falling down. So if I just show you, apologies, I should have showed you a little bit. So this is a Tudor style spawn. So there's a windmill, there's a farmhouse, blacksmith, the port. So that's the port building. And these are a whole bunch of houses that are going round the edge, going round, having a small village kind of thing. There's a church on the hill. And then eventually I'm going to do the terraforming around the coastline. So it's kind of a Tudorish kind of build. But obviously, yeah, because that plot of land was diagonal, I was trying to put diagonal buildings in. Whether or not I can get it to work, we'll see. It's not a bad suggestion. In the right build, it would be fantastic. And I always appreciate suggestions and tips. If there's something not looking right with the block palette, I'm happy to take suggestions, because some of these buildings wouldn't be as nice as they are without the guys in stream making suggestions. So, yep. Please feel free to continue doing that. I should have brought that one in. So you would be there. And you should not be that block. You should be that block. Oops. But I decided to make it challenging for myself by the look of it. I can't say I've made a diagonal house before. That's not facing the right way, so that explains. Oh no, it is facing the right way. You go there. And there. You coming up too? No, you're just coming up one. But hey, you haven't made one before either. Yeah, it's a challenge anyway. But hey, if I don't challenge myself occasionally, how am I supposed to learn things? You can go there. And you go there. You need to be that, so you need to be there. And you can go there. You can come in one. Pop down. It's like I need some more sandstone. Oh yeah, trying new things is always fun. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't, but it's all, but at least you've tried. I tried that with skiing. Yep, didn't go well. But at least I tried. Okay, let's grab the half slabs if I can't find any full ones. Ah, there are some full ones. There we go. Yeah, that's true. I was just trying to kind of fit the space and have the house pretty close, so it's going down an alleyway. But hey, if push comes to shove and it looks really awful, I'll tear the building down. It's no big deal, it's just blocks. Right, so you go there, you go there. And you... wonder which way is going to be best for you. So you would be that, and you would be that, which means I will use a half slab on top. I think that one needs that. And the same down here. Whoops. That's one hangover. Goes to there. So now I want these ones. Okay. Let's see if we can put an edge on this side. Okay. There. I think, and it's just a think, we may have cracked a roof. You need to be going. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Fluffy. You take care of yourself, okay? And have fun. Okay, so if I put one there, and some additional ones of these, maybe that will look better. So you. And I'm not worrying about mob spawns because we're in a mushroom island. Let's sleep. Let's get a little bit of light for the subject. Right. I think that needs another half slab on the top. So up, over, up, over, up. Up, over, up, over, up, over, up, over, up. Okay, let's try one more half slab up there at the very top where the peak is. And maybe about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, I think you're right too. In the middle there needs a support. You are right on that. Because it does look kind of weird. So I'm going to stick that there. Just to bulk that out a little. I'm not sure if it'll stay there or not. It'll all depend on how it looks. But let's grab... Why am I putting them away? I want them. Because I'm being dippy. That's why. Right, so... We need a support. Like you were saying. Oleola. Hi, Burry. Thank you for the creeper. Keeping me awake. Much appreciated. How are you doing, Puri? And it's good to see you. Right. I'm ticking along, Egg. You're a bit tired, but good. Well, as long as it's in the good range, that's the main thing. Right, so... I won't touch that one just yet because that one still we need to fix the roof on that yet. But we'll take a step back in a second and check on how it looks. It's going to look a bit derpy, I think. But that beam does help it. I'm just not sure about that extra one I put on the top. Maybe... And yes, I know it's just one block and I'm doing my normal faffy doesn't look right thing. So, Okay, well, I guess I put them away. I thought I picked up a stack of them. Yeah, I had a weekend. Remember where I would go for the eight? Oh yeah, the Mountain Hill walk in Belgium. And plus you had to work. Ooh. Yeah, no, that those blocks need to come out. They make it look even weirder. How did the walk go? Did you enjoy yourself? Hopefully the weather wasn't too bad. And it would help if I could play scaffolding. Because that's a fair trek. Okay, I'm going to leave it for the moment and see what I can... See if I can live with it or not. There's no guarantees I can. It might do my head in too much. And hopefully the workday wasn't too bad or isn't too bad, depending upon if it's still ongoing or not. Right, so let's take this roof line off as well. And then we'll see if we can figure out where to put in windows, etc. Well, that's a thought. What was fun, we had good weather. It was 23 degrees outside with a small wind and some clouds, perfect weather for walking. I was lucky it was a group of friends. Otherwise, you might have gotten lost. Well, I'm glad you were with a group of friends and you didn't end up lost. Getting lost on walks is not fun. Right, so let's chop this bit down. And we'll take this bit round the corner. It needs to overhang just a tiny tot. Yeah, it does sound nice, doesn't it? And that's awesome. It's nice to get out for a good long walk every once in a while. Okay, and then... What do we do with you? You go there. Then you should become that. With that on the top, which then... switches to the dark oak. I'm glad I've now got tree farms. You did the walk in 5 hours, which is pretty good because none of us were really experts in mountain walking. That's very good. I think I'm going to switch that one to that. Then I can bring you around there. Then maybe up one more before. I think it's going to come up 2 more. That needs to come up to there. Yeah, exactly. It does take longer than what you expect sometimes. A lot longer. But it's always fun if you're with a group of friends. Right, so let's do that half slab. Oops, no, not that half slab. This half slab. Then we will pop out another one there. Did I put them away again? I think I put them away again. Typical. Right, let's grab. There we go. I don't know why I keep putting them away. I needs them. Nope. This last lot needs to switch out to one more block of dark. That's cool. And then we'll put the spruce on there. Nope. You're switching to dark, Pendle. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get that dark oak tree farm to work. Oh yeah, for the second, because it was, well, the first part was of the walk was very hard because of it was slippery and it had a big rainstorm the day before. But the second half of it was mostly all downhill. Yep. And like Olia was saying, I hope you had the right shoes for the job because, yep, right shoes are everything. Okay. And you come up and over one. You. Okay, so I can't do anything there. So you should theoretically be, yep, you should be that one. Then it should be this. Then that. Yeah. I had okay shoes, but next time I have to have good mountain shoes because my toes felt a bit burning when we finished the walk. Yep, it does. Shoes are everything in hiking. That and good waterproofing. Good waterproof clothing. That's what I found over the years. Good waterproof clothing and good shoes. Without those, yeah, you're not going to enjoy the hike. That block there needs changing. So you need to become something else. So let's put you there. See how you look. It's a bit better, but yeah. But the best part was when we had our break on the halfway there. You ended up in a tiny village with only a few houses and a bar. The cold beer I got there was the best reward. Yep, I could understand that one. I think this bar here now needs to come out. We put it in because it looked weird without it, but it now looks weird with it. I'm not sure about these houses. I think we will leave them as is and work on something else because I have a horrible feeling I'm going to tear them down. I'm not keen. Let's find for the roof. One of the hermits did a no overhang, but a different block. Yeah, maybe I get rid of the overhang. We'll give that a try. But because at the moment, I'm not feeling that roof at all. Hang on. Bring it back. doing? Okay. Oh, I think I'll put you that way. See where we're at once I've pulled this lot back. Why not just try to have a tower level up and make it square? Yeah, that's what Ollie, or I think it was, who mentioned something similar. The problem is my path. But the path isn't set it. I know it's stone, so excuse the pun. It's not set in stone, it's blocks. I can change it. In fact, the whole house can go if need be. It's not the end of the universe. I was just trying to put in a triangle building, but it's not working very well. Let's get some sleep. It's I apologise if I'm butchering it. Ola. Is it Ollie or Ola? I'm. Yep. Yes. I think it's all coming out. So yeah, I apologise for butchering names. I'm terrible with names. Hence why I picked something that were one of the reasons my name's not very complicated. But that wasn't the main reason for choosing it. Yep, we're going to take this thing out. And we'll figure something else for that spot. Yep. Is it Spanish like Curry's asking? You could say it like that. Ola. Comes from my first name. And is a nickname my friend group assigned me. I'm pretty drunk. Ah, okay. Yeah, nicknames can be one of those things, but they can be so nice sometimes. Yeah, or they can be really weird because I used to have a nickname for my little sister and it used to annoy her something rotten. Right, so let's get rid of this lot. And we'll try again. We may end up moving the road just so it squares off a bit. Lesson I got from this is I need to practice a lot more weird style house shapes. That way I can get better at them. Yeah, for nicknames, it's a case of, yeah, big sisters can be a little bit mean sometimes with nicknames. Not that it was a mean nickname, it was a nickname because people kept mistaking her for me, except she was a little shorter. Because there's 2 years between us, but we looked a lot alike. Bless her. I don't think she appreciated it. Yeah, there were 2 houses. 2 tiny houses. Which made it even a bit more problematic because one of them is a lot smaller than the other. So if you look at the shape, you see what I mean? That one was a bit bigger and this one's really, really tiny. I don't think much of anything could fit inside it. But I was trying to go with a shape I had available. Let's find a shulker to dump stuff in and make my shulker monster worse. Because that's what I do. I tell you what I do need to make. I need to make a shulker unloader and a proper storage system in my storage room. Instead of it just being chests that I put things in. That way I can just dump the shulker boxes and it can all go into the chests it needs to go into. Why not try like a small square and a little bigger square, then connect them up in like a hallway in between, possibly. Let's see what we can come up with. Worth a try, Piri. It's definitely worth a try. It's just that, like I say, a lot of the Tudor buildings, towns that I've ever visited, you find so many quirky little places. They're not on a grid kind of thing, for the most part. Or the ones I've seen. Haven't been. So I don't want all the houses to be square. I would like some to have... I don't mean square as in... I don't want them all to be rectangle, if you know what I mean. Long streets, etc. So 2 small square houses. Also, my brother had a mean nickname back when I was younger. Some sort of cave mine could be interesting for a build sometime. That is true. And well, they give me a mean one. Oh, bless. And thank you for the creeper. Sorry, Sky, I was watching chat as it came in, so I apologise. It's good to see you, though. Hopefully the rest of your weekend went well. But yeah, a couple of tiny houses. And yes, a mine might be nice. In fact, just I put the rockets away somewhere. Of course I did. What else would I do with them? I'm tidying my inventory and I also put my pick away. I would have been wondering what I did with that later. They called you ET because you had long, thin fingers. Might be nice to put maybe a cave. Small cave mine shaft entrance there. A little cave there, maybe. Underneath the windmill. That's an awesome thought, Gredick. I think it would too. Thank you for the suggestion. That's awesome. Definitely much appreciated. There's still a lot of terraforming to do around the edge of the island, because eventually I want the edge so that none of the ground could even think of getting up on the island and coming after my villagers. Hi Irma, thank you for the raid. How are things going? Hi Kurokoshi, how are you doing? And apologies for butchering your name. Hi Sudo. Welcome to my tearing down the house because it didn't look right. How are things going? So we're working at spawn on my single player at the moment. I was trying to do some weird shaped houses and the roof line defeated me. But that's okay. I will have to practice and try again at some point. You're doing pretty well. Oh, I'm fantastic. The first work day of the week is over. It's all on the up. And not to mention at the end of next week is a double bank holiday weekend. So, got a full week this week and then a 3-day week next. So, I'm not complaining. Right, so... Yeah, because I was thinking the farm lane would come down and come around this edge. But seeing as now we have a straight run, I suppose I could always get rid of this and square it off. It doesn't necessarily need to be there. Then this path can just come down this way. And that would give me more room to put a house in there. I'm good. How are you doing, Kuro? Right, let's take... What were you playing today, Irma? Crafting of the Mines. That's awesome. Crafting of the Mines is always fun. So let's get rid of you. If I remember right, yep. I think the moss farm's down there. Yeah, come back. I don't want to break the moss farm. That would not be good. I'll do for now. I will have to fix. You're playing Space Wizards. That's cool. Okay, so for me, is it a case of as long as you're playing something you're enjoying playing, that's the main thing. Let's drop those off a second. And we'll grab those and those will do. Let's see if we can just make some tiny houses. Right, so if I do that there, that's going to be very... So it's a narrow path. We'll put this in line with this one. If I can place the blocks in the right place. Oh, there's enjoyment. I'm playing for the Empire and committing murder and mayhem across the galaxy. I can't say I've heard of Space Wizards either. But it sounds like it's something that Sudo's enjoying. And that's the main thing. Right, so maybe to here. Although I can take it out a little bit further. That'll leave a little bit of grass area around here. And then theoretically, I could always sneak the path back in. Oh, you mean Star Wars? Okay. That's whatever you feel like doing. Ola. Ola. Apologies, yep. I'm butchering your name. I'm really sorry. Right. Wondering about bringing it out an extra block. Or two. Because I could bring it out a lot further and there'd be a good reason for the pack to turn where it does. Because it's run into a house. Makes the building bigger. But it would give it a reason to turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, if I do that, I can then bring this down this way. And then we can have a tiny little bit of a garden kind of. I think, in fact, I may bring this one block further over. And we can have the overhang that you guys mentioned earlier in this area. The roof line can come out and there can be a little patio seating area. That's cool. As long as you're doing what you enjoy doing, that's the main thing. So let's get rid of some of this. And I'll fix. That later. Time to knock out a bit of stone so we can mend the ground a little bit. I do like the grass you get in the mushroom biome. Right, so it's really pretty. There we go. Almost. There we are. Right, so 2, 3. Yep, that was 3. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's make it daylight again. In fact, I think this building's only going to be 1 story. What do you guys think? A 1 story little cottage kind of thing. On the outskirts of town. Right, so I need more of those blocks, which I know we have because I've just knocked down a whole bunch of them. And I think I put them over this way, didn't I? Yep. I think it might do. And especially with the tiny little garden here with the overhang. Well, I can hope. Right. Okay. Let's grab you. You on top of these. Then we'll join them up. No, we don't need to join them up. Let's go grab the stairs. Between mushroom biome and jungle, I would say mushrooms, so you don't need to chop trees and no mobs. But you need to change the mycelium. Yeah, but that's not so bad to change. Now that you can dual weed, you can, if you've got a hoe and a shovel, you can hoe, you can change the land to path block and then use the hoe, I think it was, to change it to dirt, which then transfers back to grass as long as you've got some grass in the area. And you can outline. When I was doing this, I did a sand line across in sections to stop the mycelium jumping across it. So I was able to do the entire island pretty quickly. Exactly. Pseudo. It made it so much easier, and the sand that was cutting off the spread of the mycelium. Right, so I wanted the stairs. It was definitely an awesome thing they added to the game. It just made it so much easier than digging it all out. That would definitely not have been fun. You know, I think nope. Don't overthink things, Pendle. Don't overthink things. Yeah, exactly. But it did pretty I was able to convert the island very quickly. Made it like it was definitely easier that way. Okay, so okay. Just going to knock that out for the minute. But I've got a tiny overhang. But hopefully things aren't too bulky. It's a shame we don't have a quarter block. A half slab that's a half of it missing. Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy knocking down a jungle. I did think about it at one time. And then I changed my mind. I decided I wasn't quite that crazy. Probably should have moved the building over one. Because that's pretty much covered. There's no sky at all. It's okay. We will fix it. We will just move this one wall over to start with. I do want a bit of a gap between the buildings. I don't necessarily want tons. But I do want a little bit. Because I'm not sure if this is going to come out as well. I will see. Because by the look of it, everything needed to be moved in one and over one. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Braddock. It is much appreciated. It was good to see you. You take care of yourself, okay? Yep, I think things are moving over one. I'm not having a very good day at placing blocks, but hey. Not quite night apparently. But we all have those days. Not a big deal. Just makes life interesting. And life likes to kick us in the pants every now and again just to make sure we're paying attention. Right, so let's do that. Put this lot out as well because it's all in the wrong spot. That's all good. Right, let's get this lot done. And this side as well. Let's start again. Fortunately, we weren't that far into the build. And yes, I still want this to have an overhang. If I want it to have an overhang, I'm going to make a little bit of a change. Apologies for that, guys. Yeah, definitely a hydrate moment for Pseudo. Oh, and an eye-watering moment too. Oh. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to turn that little courtyard area face that way instead of facing this way. Oh, that's right. That way it's not facing straight onto the hillside. Right, so you can be got rid of because you're not needed. So we need a doorway there at some point anyway. Right, so strict logs. I thought I moved the building over one. It looks like I put it back where it was. Because, yep. Come back blocks. All is forgiven. For now. Yeah. And then one there too. And the hill kind of goes part way into the hillside. Just going to move it slightly that way. There we go. I don't mind that. Right, now let's get back to doing the roof line. Right. Go. That line again. Then we're going to have it overhang. And it's not quite as bulky. Yeah. And now there's a gap between the buildings, which I think it looks a little better. You started using a 2 to 3 layer system for my walls recently. Yeah. That's what the more layers you have between the walls and the rooms, this is so much easier to deal with interiors and adding depth into things. Sorry, it won't be a second. Sorry about that. Throat's getting a little tickly. Right, so let's take you out, put you in, and do the same on these corners. That way the interior can have their own colour scheme as well as depth, plus room for some tricky redstone if that's true too. It just makes it easier, it really does. Those extra blocks have made a massive difference. In builds I've found it, like you say, it makes interior so much easier to handle. The hardest interiors I've done are the ones where there's only been one block for the walls. And like you say, at least you can hide the any redstone as well, etc. Wrong block. Because yeah, otherwise you can really struggle. It became a little easier when we got so many versions of trapdoors. And some of the blocks now, like the smithing table, etc., have really cool textures. On the bottom sides have barrels that you can turn upside down and have floorboards from them, etc. They've all made building just a little bit easier. I think I'm going to change that to 1. We'll see. We're just trying to put a little bit of a shape on the overhang. Not sure it's going to work well. We'll give it a try. Maybe there. And yes, I'm piling up all the stairs. Right. See how that goes. I'm not saying it's going to go well, but it's worth a try. And I do love doing interiors. I don't do them anywhere near enough, to be honest. It can be so challenging, but so rewarding for it too. That way the interior, yep. Yeah, the last couple of builds of mine have been farm builds. I've been playing with a little bit of redstone, and I was kind of pleased that I remembered how to do an observer clock and the impulse sorter from memory, considering I'm not very good at redstone at all. In fact, I'm terrible at it. Tutorials are my friend. Well, if I can remember little bits, and hopefully more as time goes on, I will be pleased. Right, so that is that. Don't want this roof to go too tall. See how this goes. Right, do I have any more spruce slab siding? I do. That's good. You know, I still automatically do roofs, etc. Even though we're in the mushroom. Thinking of spawn proof. Okay, so okay, is it on the half slab height? Is it on the full slab height? And I don't really need to worry too much. Right, so let's see what we can do with this. Question is, now I'm gonna make some fences. So do I have any fences? I do. I'm wondering if I have any of any other colours. If not, I have a few sticks there. I can make some. That's more dark oak. So, and I have some light. I have some normal oak. Come on, I need a solid block. Okay, so that's too tall. Bring it down that line, or don't I? To do that, I need to bring this out one. It might do. Not 100% sold on it yet. But we'll see how it looks with detailing. I can always tweak it afterwards. Let's grab some sand. Some sand, I need some other cut ones. Trying to remember what we used on this building. It'll be easier just to pop over and check. It's birch wood, different varieties of sand. Hopefully I have a few more. It helps for some mechanics like iron golems when a farm is nearby. Hi Ali, thank you for the meow. How are you doing today? Let's grab some of those. A few more of those. It's good to see you. Hopefully your Monday went well. Okay, do I have any more? Doesn't look like it. I was hoping I had a little bit more sandstone blocks because I really don't want to do that, but hey. So we're going to put a window in here. Let's stick some torches down and sleep. Mostly work and naps. Yep, I guess I better eat some because I always forget to do that. So we'll put a little window in there. And we will have a door in here. Excuse me. Kind of a window there too. And I want a little doorway out here. And another window. Let's have a look from the outside. One there, I think. That gives us the windows. Trapdoors, I need trapdoors. Okay, we'll grab those blocks. I have 11. Let's convert those to trapdoors. I'm glad I'm making tree farms because the amount of wood is a little bit ridiculous. Especially with the because of the trapdoors. And yes, I know I always complain. 6 planks for a trapdoor. What on earth were they thinking? It costs 6 planks for a door. And we get 2 of them. At least. Yep. I think it's 2 of them. It could be 3. Let's get rid of you and you. Don't need the redstone torches. I need some doors. I need some more planks to make some doors. You'll do. Yeah. So we get 3 doors. What can you say? 3 doors, but 2 trap doors. Right, so you can go there. You can go there. So we need some more on those windows. I won't complain once I've got all the tree farm types sorted. Because, like I say, I was working on the dark oak one earlier. Which makes that a little easier. So I won't have to worry about chopping down so many dark oak trees. Then the next one that I just need to sort out is the jungle one. And then obviously the nether trees, but they'll be the main ones that I use frequently. Oh, and there's some more rockets. Right, let's put some detail in. And some sand. Oops, wrong place. Oh, we've got a little bit of detail there. Do the same. You want the cooked ones. Oops, that's in the wrong place. We'll knock that out in a second. Okay, let's do the next side. Fortunately, it's only a very tiny house. But it won't take long to put the details stuff in. Get rid of you. And you, because you shouldn't be there. Right. Gonna need to grab some more. Oh, I've got plenty more, that's good. I was thinking I didn't have any more on me. I was wrong. Because we all know what Thought did. Followed a milk cart and thought it was a wedding. Let's go deal with this final wall. Because we're almost there with the exterior. It's not doing too bad, Ali. We ended up tearing down what was here originally because it looked awful. It truly looked awful. So I'm not 100% sure about the roof line. I may just change it to the one colour. But I do like the sides. But progress has been made. And I may even, in fact, change this to one wide because that looks a bit big for a window. So let's stick one of you there. Some sand here. There we go. Think that's better? Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so that's around the 2-hour mark. So we will call it a stream before I get stuck into the next section. Let's see who's streaming at the moment. Tango's streaming, so I'm assuming you guys will want to go visit Tango. So / oops, caps lock's on. That's not good. Tango Tech. Okay, so we'll all head over to visit Tango, and yeah, sometimes it's a lot better to tear things down, Ali. I will see you all later. Have a fantastic rest of the day. I will be streaming Valheim tomorrow evening at the same time, and then back to Minecraft on Friday and Saturday. You take care. Have a lovely week. Bye.